Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Kaba Ilco number 861V-26D. This is a steel adjustable spring collar in a satin chrome. I'm gonna go with it not being steel because it's not ferrous, and I don't believe that it's made of solid brass. So it's some non-magnetic base material. Moving forward, it's going to include a wave washer. You can see kind of why they would call it a wave washer. And obviously this is intended to have your mortise cylinder go in through this side, be able to thread it down so that you have the cylinder ring tight to the face of the door via the wave washer. Will basically allow you to insert the cylinder so that the head of the cylinder is flush with the outside face. And this sort of inverted collar is going to be very typically seen in mortise lock installations, is where you'll see this. I like to use this in scenarios in lieu of stock thick straight cylinder collars, because you really never know exactly the proper position that you're going to have the cylinder threaded into the door. That ring, let's say you start with 1/8 of an inch, maybe it's a little bit too thick or maybe it's a little too thin, and you can't get an additional full rotation out of the cylinder before the cylinder collar stops rattling on the door or being loose. So I like these sorts of cylinder collars with the wave washer is better for that purpose alone. Proper installation of this is going to be such that the cylinder head is basically flush with the outside of the collar, so that in the event that someone were to attempt to attack the cylinder by putting a pipe wrench on it and trying to spin the cylinder off, which would be a common way to break in, they're only going to be able to grab the cylinder collar on top, which is going to rotate. That's the point of this. Let me give you some dimensional properties. An outside dimension of the cylinder collar looks like it's about 1.5 inches. Thickness of that cylinder collar looks like it's about 5/16. I'm going to give you an inside diameter. .379. Inside diameter of the backside, just because we're measuring, 1.157. Okay, and of course you've got that wave washer that's there. It's a very thin piece of material, and that will obviously flatten down significantly when you install that cylinder. This is going to be available, of course, in all of the common finishes, your brass, your bronze, your chrome finishes, and is not as common or popular as those solid collars, but I find them to be a bit more suitable for installations. The solid collars are going to be less expensive naturally, but if you're doing, again, a mortise lock, a mortise deadbolt, this is going to look just like the original equipment that's going to come with that lock to begin with. Finally, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Kaba Ilco products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, along with a link to the full product catalog, actually several of them. First of all, you're going to have your brass cylinder catalog, which is where you're going to find cylinder collars, and of course all the cylinders that they make, their rim, their mortise, and every many possible keyways, colors, lengths, tailpiece combinations. The ability to key stuff Kaba Ilco can provide. You're going to find in their entire series of low-profile deadbolts that employs mortise cylinders, which I'm a fan of, because if you're ever looking for a lock with a 2-inch back set, that's a deadbolt, Kaba Ilco, the only company that I'm aware of that has one. A link to their key blank catalog, which is very handy, and of course their aluminum storefront hardware catalog can also be found there. Any questions on the Kaba Ilco 861V-26D adjustable spring cylinder collar or any other Kaba Ilco product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.